Hi, we live. I'm KD. Welcome to So Get the Podcast, episode 12. Let's get the show started. So, today I would like to start with there's going to be a lot of history broken this weekend. So, I would like to start with the NFL. The Chiefs and the Eagles, that's a very interesting game. Everyone most likely looking forward to that the outcome of that game. You have two great teams, two great franchises that's been doing pretty well. I'd say the last 5 years, 5 or 6 years. They both can solidify themselves as a dynasty. If one of the teams win, uh, it was a stat that was out there. No quarterback has ever led the league in passing yards and won the Super Bowl the same year. So Mahomes has an opportunity to do something that was never done before. The Eagles, they've been consistent over the last 5 or 6 years, and they can solidify themselves as a dynasty as well too. The Chiefs has the number one pass rate win ratio in the NFL. The Eagles has the number one pass rush win rate ratio. Going to see how that outcome will turn out. Eagles can definitely control the game by running the football. Chiefs could score any given time of the game. So looking forward to seeing that dynamic, time control, quick scoring, quick strike, whatever you want to call it. Should be a high scoring game. Chiefs do have a top ranked defense. I believe that the Eagles as well. So I believe whoever controlled the clock should win the outcome in this game. Definitely should win out of the game. I'm not going to say who will win. I'm just looking forward to seeing a great game, great performance by each opponent, and spending time with the family, family and friends. So everyone definitely enjoyed that. It was a blockbuster trade earlier, maybe not too long ago, a couple of days ago. Kyrie Irving was traded. Everyone suspected him possibly going and reuniting with LeBron James, King James, and most people out there. It didn't happen. I'm not sure what happened. It was rumors that the Phoenix Suns was trying to acquire Kyrie Irving as well. They was offering like Chris Paul and a few other players. It just wasn't enough, so Dallas was the winner of that blockbuster trade, giving up 2 players and 3 future picks. Kyrie would believe should be a free agent after this year, so Dallas is going to see how this is going to turn out. I believe it should turn out pretty well. Kyrie can actually play good off the basketball. I know Luka loves to have the basketball in his hand majority of the game, so that would give him a time to rest, and or they could take turns with who has the basketball in their hand and be the leader of the team. That's a great tandem. I believe that should definitely help them get as far as they believe they can go and getting that first chip for Luka. I know Kyrie's been around, traded here, traded there, didn't work here or there, but I believe this chemistry to have a great franchise, have a great coach. I believe Jason Kidd is the coach for the Dallas Mavericks. I think that's a great tandem. Kyrie having one of his best years. So I look forward to him fulfilling that chip on his shoulder, and Luka as well. He has some things he has to answer as well, being clutch in the playoffs and things of that nature. So that was a great pickup by the Dallas Mavericks. Congrats on that, but you have to finish and see where this would take you all. Another record that could possibly be broken this weekend. LeBron James can be the all-time scoring leader in the NBA at the age he's at. Salute to him. Congrats. You just keep proving more and more why you arguably the best player of all time in NBA history or athlete. You could throw that out there as well too. Him and Tom Brady. Some might say Joe Montana. There's a few others. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, but just to name a few. Not trying to get too far into that, but looking forward to this week. Something else too as well. Excuse me, silence is bothering me. This weather is up and down. With this climate, and got earthquakes going on in Turkey, and it's a lot that's taking place right now. The balloon instance with China, practicing surveillance. I don't know, their balloon camera, whatever they're calling it, was flown over the United States line. They say that international laws allow them to do so. If that was the case, then why was it shot down? The U.S. said that balloon was hovering over a military base and possibly was able to transfer data into the China government officials' database, and the U.S. did not want that to take place or even happen, so they shot it down off the coast of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. At this time, they gathering all of the evidence, and China said they want their balloon back. We got to do better. So I'm not sure what had happened, if they had checked in, if they called the U.S. and let them know that they was practicing. Well, the U.S. just ignored their calls. I don't know. I really don't know. I know that is causing a lot of confusion with the people today. Hopefully nothing comes bad of this. If it was just practice, that's what it should just have been. All it should be. Anything much further than that, with the way the world is taking place today, it's not needed. It's definitely not needed. We need to do better as leaders of the free world, as they call it, and hold each other accountable for our decision making and everything that's been taking place. Just wanted to talk to you all just a little bit. People call this the Black History Month. So I wanted to give some few information that read a few things out of a book called from Dr. Claud Anderson. Yeah, I believe he had an interview on Breakfast Club maybe a few years ago, and his book came out. It's very interesting. Definitely, if you all have an opportunity, check it out. It's called Dirty Little Secrets. That's one of them. So since I was speaking on the sports, I wanted to speak about some of the sports and some of the people that have done something that was never done before. It was on May 1st, 1884. Mosey Walker became the first black to join the All-White American Baseball Association. 1 year later, Frank Thompson, another man of color, organized the first all-black baseball team, the Cuban Giants. So that was definitely something to read about and or to know about. In 1854, there's something else here that was sports. The last one I just read. This here was about a London company published the first black novel, Clotel, written by Wales Brown, about Thomas Jefferson and his black mistress. In the American edition, the senator was substituted for President Jefferson due to the sensitive nature of the subject matter. So like going on with that one there. In 1877, when federal troops were pulled out of black communities in the South and the West, many blacks straightened their backs, took up arms, and organized self-defense. It's all over the place. Give me a second. We need more than just a month to salute those who've done things that was never done before. We have to give their flowers more than just a month out of every year. It should be every day, you ask me. On February 12th, 1900, James Johnson and his brother wrote and introduced their national anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, at the Lincoln birthday celebration. In 1915, the Lincoln Motion Picture Company was founded in Los Angeles, California. Lincoln and Norman Productions in Jacksonville, Florida were the first black movie company. So things been done in the 18s and the 1900s for people of color, and we only find a way to bring them up mostly one time a year. Most of us, I'm not going to say all, it's not all of anything. Us as a people need to do better to respect one another and love one another and support one another, because we are great. Kings and queens out here today, we all are great. Just have to treat one another better. With this climate and these earthquakes, I don't know where we headed. But I will say you have to pick a side, though. It's good versus evil. That's pretty much it. Now, when it comes to, I'm KD once again. I work for So Gifted. So Gifted, however you want to be identified is okay. Right? It's a service and a product that's available for those who needs it. But as humans, we need to do better. If not, it's not looking too good. As I stated in a couple episodes, it just seemed like every other episode, it's like it's getting worse. With decision making, with politics, corporate America, sports, it's all over. Just surrounded, definitely surrounded us, and we have to decide what is and what is not. And until that takes place, things going to get much worse. Things get worse before they get better. Always. It wasn't too much that I had to speak on today. I just mostly just wanted to talk to everyone about this taking place, and I'm giving some people their flowers, even if they aren't here. But we also have to realize there are people that are doing things that was never done before, and it's right under your nose, right in front of you, and people cannot see. But I say open your eyes to the truth. I'm KD. This is So Gifted Podcast. Thank you for checking us out. See you next time.